muted. Sorry, guys. Something's going. It probably is. Who knows? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what how the rest of this goes. I already lost the feed once. I don't know, but we will try to give you a good show here. So tonight, Tyler's not going to be on. She's still recovering from the flu. So I have Reverend Jamie McCaskill on, and we are going to talk about knowing what you're doing when investigating cases. So here's Reverend Jamie. Maybe. There he is. Can you hear me? I can't hear you. You're still muted.
Yep.
Hang on.
Yep.
There we go.
Yep. There we go.
What a ridiculous. What's going on? I'm telling you, man, it's the devil. The devil is pissing me off. And you know what happens?
He gets after us all sometimes.
You know what happens when the devil pisses me off? I don't have a crucifix available right now. Oh man. Anyway, this is a much deserved pop.
Yep.
Liturgical libations, the usual. Been a long week.
Yeah, it has.
It's going to be a longer weekend because I am having issues with my truck. My wife's car is still broken. Anybody that wants a 2008 Chevy Trailblazer with a rotted frame, let me know. I will sell it to you cheap. And no, I am not kidding. We are literally down to one vehicle. Luckily, my in-laws are letting us use their vehicle for her. So, but every once in a while, I have to take one of the work trucks home, which my son likes. Although he'd rather me bring the big truck home, but can't do that. Diesel's too expensive. So now to the show.
Yeah.
Knowing what you're doing in the paranormal. Let me change the background here. And you got your church down there. Where is it? There it is. We're gonna go to the cathedral.
There we go. That's from, if I'm right, if that's the same one that's
Welcome to church, everybody.
That is which one?
I don't know.
Oh,
it's just something I found on the internet.
I think that is Notre Dame, if I'm right.
Well, unfortunately, we don't know because Notre Dame burned down a couple years ago.
Yeah.
We can't compare it to anything unless we get an old photo. Unfortunately. I wonder if they're ever going to rebuild that.
They were talking about it. That's why they found all those bodies
in
the basement during the refurbishing. Last I heard. It's been a while. I haven't looked into it in a while.
Yeah. Oh my God, this internet is ridiculous.
Yeah, the internet.
Yeah, we're gonna put that on. Let's see if that works. I pulled this out in the investigation in Gettysburg last weekend.
I just played the episode on my podcast where you were there.
I was listening to it today at work, and then I had to go unload a rail car.
Yeah.
But I pulled it out of my pocket in a location in Gettysburg, and I had the portal spirit box on, and we were just answering questions. Next thing you know, we heard spirits screaming. So I'm curious to what was there. And it's a place I've investigated before, and I didn't think there was anything malevolent there, but who knows?
You never know.
Today. Which will bring us into tonight's topic. Knowing what you're doing in the paranormal.
Yeah, some groups might go there and open something
up. I don't know about you. I don't know about Ohio, but
yeah, you're breaking up real bad on my side.
Surprise me. Yeah, I know you are too. All right, this stupid internet. We'll just kind of go and see what happens, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know what. It must be the weather. We're expecting rain. We're expecting rain tonight, so it's got to be the weather.
Yeah, there's a storm coming. I heard.
I didn't rebuke any rain until after the. Yeah, there's one coming our way. It's been pretty crappy today. But anyway, let's get to the topic. Knowing what we're doing, or what you're doing in the paranormal, but not you. I don't know about you, but I've seen so many teams, a lot of new teams and new agers coming out into the field and doing stuff and bringing home friends and stuff like that. There's one team that I follow on my public page. And by the way, follow me on Dan Todd, Reverend Dan Todd SOSM, as well as YouTube and every other page I have. They branded themselves as ghost magnets. You believe that? Ghost magnets. That's not a title. Not a title that I would want.
Right, and it doesn't surprise me, not one bit.
Why?
Well, it's like like I remember
at that point, I feel like you're inviting it.
Right, you are. And like it was a while back. It's been a couple of years. There was people going around calling themselves Ghostbusters, literally calling themselves Ghostbusters, and they would go into homes and investigate, and then they would charge people to come through their house with these giant electromagnets. And the people go, "Well, I can feel them doing it." Yeah, you can feel that electromagnet.
Where was that? I never heard that.
You haven't heard about those? Yeah, probably could Google it. You probably could still.
No, I never heard about this. Where was this?
Yeah, they were getting rid of ghosts with this giant electromagnet.
I'll have to write it down. What is it called? Ghostbusters?
Yeah, just Google it. Real life Ghostbusters, and
Really?
they use these giant electromagnets. I had people calling me about them. So, you can do it. You just need this. And they were saying it was a trap, but it was just a giant electromagnet. They would hold it out in front of them and walk around with it. I don't know if they're still around or not. Let's see.
I've always wondered.
I've
always wondered though. What's up, Tyler? I've always wondered. Like if you could actually trap a ghost like that or spirit like that, that would make what we do a lot easier.
These people, they just had these people believe them, and they would say that the ghost magnet was the magnet was the trap, and it was just a way of making money off people. Honestly, let's see.
Unbelievable. Speaking of making money, didn't you just have somebody call you about that? And then somebody showed a case that
the Warren Foundation. No, so I haven't heard from her yet. She hasn't messaged me back yet. I'm giving her space because I'm giving her space to call me because I don't want her to feel like I'm pushing them. You know what I mean? Because they already did the case, the investigation where they just set cameras up and didn't do nothing, but brag about how they were part of the Warren Foundation. Brag about how they were going to be interviewing other people to come in.
Are you serious? That's all they did? That's all they did?
Yeah. He walked in, set cameras up. Give me a second. I'll get the phone and I'll read you what she wrote.
Unbelievable.
Hold on one second. Where's that phone? Is it over here? No, it's up
here. Yeah. Wow, that's I don't know. I expected more from something like that. I mean, that's Lorraine Warren's legacy right there. But why would you charge somebody?
So my son put the house phone in
First of all, how can you charge somebody? That's what I want to know. I mean, I can.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't believe in charging people.
Nice.
Let's see. Scroll down here.
I don't either. I mean, don't get me wrong. I believe that if you gotta stay overnight or something like that, maybe have the client pay for that. Pay for a hotel room, maybe gas or toll or something.
Here's what she originally, I called her.
In reality, it really is an inconvenience.
I said, I'm sorry it's been so long. I didn't know where this phone, because like I told you, this house phone was lost and dead for a couple of days. And I said, I'm sorry it's been so long. I don't know.
Yeah.
And and she goes, I said, do you still need our help? This is Reverend Jamie McCaskill. She said, I have someone coming already this weekend. And I said, well, if you need a house blessing, I'm still here for you. And then she messages me back. She said they came in, set up cameras, and then she said, I'll get back with you. And then she said his name. He's supposed to call me today with more information. He told me then she gives me his name again. And I said they sound like YouTubers because of what their name is. She said they set up cameras tonight. She goes, what would you do and how much does it cost? And then of course I wrote her back. I said we would not have just left cameras there. We would have visited, set up a basic investigation, right? And I said we would not have charged you.
Yeah.
And then she said, wow, I wish I could have talked to you first. I'm going to see what happens. And then we talked a little bit about that group. And then she said, I'll be in touch. That was the last thing she said to me.
Tyler just nice. Well, here, hang on. We're going to put that on pause for a sec. Tyler just wrote something interesting. I mean, no disrespect. From what I've learned, electromagnetic charges can dispel negative extra-dimensional entities through a similar process to that of church bells. I've been doing my research too. That's interesting. I mean, Tyler,
the Malleus Maleficarum is the witch's hammer.
Pretty smart guy. Do you guys know what Malleus? I've heard of it.
That's the witch's hammer. I have a copy.
I think I have one too somewhere. Hi, Kelly.
Yep, I know right where mine is.
Yeah, so going back to that, I mean that how much did they charge her?
Yeah, I haven't found out yet. Hopefully,
how much did they charge her?
Yeah, she hasn't said. She didn't say. And when I get back in touch with her, when she gets back in touch with me, that's what I'm going to ask her. I want to know because they didn't have to travel that far. Because our city's not that far from where they are. It's not like they drove from here to, Columbus or Cincinnati or something. They're literally like 30 minutes away.
Yeah. For those of you guys don't know, Jamie's in Ohio.
Yeah.
So, that's ridiculous. I know. When I talked to them, when I put in an application in there, they were very adamant about not charging people, not even for gas.
That's what I thought.
That. Their big line was, this is Lorraine Warren's legacy. And they never charged. Although I did find out that they charged, Ed and Lorraine Warren did charge people for like gas and tolls if they went, far away or if they had to fly or something like that. They charge for that kind of stuff. But, as far as charging for investigations, that's understandable. But I mean, just to do the investigation, I mean, I feel gas is reasonable. Yeah, gas is reasonable. I mean, it's hard though because people are so, this is like paranormal. This is like 911. You see EMTs, firefighters, cops. They see people at their worst. Or they may not have. They may be like they hit rock bottom or something. And so when you ask for them, hey, how about a couple gas? That's why I always put it in the form of donation. You can make a donation. We accept donations.
Yep.
But I'm not going to force you to pay to give me money. But that's bizarre. I mean, why?
Yeah, I'm not sure. And like I said, all he did was come set up cameras. I wouldn't be surprised. Like I wouldn't be surprised if he comes back and says he didn't catch anything at all.
I don't know. It's weird. It's I don't know about when you had your interview, but mine they weren't even from around here. I think one or two of them were from like upstate New York, which is and stuff. And one of them was like up in near Canada. Okay.
Yeah, it's a different guy. I don't remember his last
Yeah.
name.
Yeah. That's ridiculous. And and people that are and people that are in it just for the money. I would call up. I would get a hold of Chris McKinnon and be like, "Yo, why are you guys charging somebody for investigations? That's
Yeah.
ridiculous. That pisses me off. I really want to rip them a new one for that. You know, I'm kind of glad that they turned me down. Which, by the way, they turned me down because I wouldn't give them client names so they can talk to previous clients. Because as anybody in this business knows, you know, a demonic entity can come back if you give it enough attention. And by talking about it, you're giving it attention. So I refused to give them the attention that they wanted. And I found it odd that they did that because, supposedly, they're supposed to be like the best of the best, you know, know their shit, but I don't know. I don't know. It makes me sick. Reverend Dan and Pastor Valentine are seriously so lost. Thanks. I know. I know. Actually, it's funny. It's funny that he said this because we first met him. He didn't want us to go to his house. Tyler. I'm not gonna give everything, but I'm gonna just talk about the church. When we met you at your church and stuff. But he didn't want us to go to his house. So what we did was we went down on a Sunday morning to where he lives, and which was about 2 hours from me. And we met him at his church, and so we talked to him. We met him early. We talked to him, and we were able to discern that he had something going on. Well, as we were going through the mass, he was in between myself and Pastor Valentine, and I was watching him, and his face was like bright red. I mean, I don't even. His face was this color.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, and I could see he was holding something back, and it's. So we did a session with him. We have a couple more sessions to do with him, but unfortunately our schedules just aren't working at the moment. So another one. I got one Saturday if you're available. I think I told you. Not tomorrow, next Saturday. But yeah, and you could definitely see, and I mean he was tense. He, very didn't want to be there, and I mean he was sweating like a pig, and it wasn't even that hot. I was wearing a sweatshirt, and I'm a fat guy. Fat guy in a room full of people don't do good in sweatshirts, and I was wearing a sweatshirt.
Right.
And at the time, I was heavier than I am now. But yeah. So.
Yeah, I got one.
Yeah, going back to knowing what you're doing. I mean. What, a deliverance session?
Yeah, well, I'm going to go check it out. Go look at the house and see what's going on. It's the one I told you about with the dolls. I told you about that one a while back with where the lady has like the reborn dolls.
If you want to get rid of them, if they want to get rid of them, send them to me. Yeah. Yeah, if they want to get rid of them, send them to me. But going back to the topic, knowing what you're doing, I mean, phone's about to die, but I can talk about it. It is tough. I'm between two jobs, but I still can't go to mass without this messed up monster crushing my spine and using profanity to try and make me leave church. Yeah. So he's still got it with him. And I kind of wish that we can, we lived closer and stuff like that. We can get it taken care of a little bit faster, but unfortunately,
Where's
Distance is a problem.
Yeah. What's now you ask what city, what state is he in?
Where's what?
Well, which state is he in?
Delaware.
Tyler? Delaware? Okay.
He's actually
I think
down
you
by
talked to me
Cabela's
about
down
this
there.
one before. Oh.
Yeah, not too far from. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's actually the day we did the session, we had him scheduled for a bus to come up to Philly. I think it was. Tyler, if you're still on, I think it was. Remind me. I think it was Philly. The bus driver never showed up. The bus driver showed up 90 minutes late. Um, and then there was something else. So, but we were actually scheduled to start at like 9 o'clock. We were actually scheduled to start at 9 o'clock. We didn't get started till 4.
Wow.
The worst part of this has been the dream. I've had to see things like serial killers in my dreams. I love kids. I wish this would just end. Yeah. Don't worry, Tyler. We're gonna take care of it. The devil will not win. He's a loser. But I mean, going back. I mean, it's rough. Seeing all these teams on YouTube and Facebook and all that, and everybody's talking about demons and how they want to investigate demons, and yeah.
Then you have the ones that see
I
them
sent you that
everywhere.
picture. Remember that picture I sent you? The one where the guy's like, "Oh, I got my own Ghostbusters badge." Yeah, no, sorry, you're not doing that. No, absolutely not. He bought it from Spirit Halloween. I'm gonna.
I had a member that came into
next
my
kid-
group. But you're talking about like people wanting to. We need to know. They need to know what they're doing. We had like a guy come in our group, and I'm not going to say his name, but we called him Scooby. But he came in our group with his wife and his son, and he was an older guy. I'm talking. He's old enough to be my dad, and he wanted to learn to be a paranormal investigator. And I liked him at first. He was a great guy.
There's nothing wrong.
As far as like being a good guy, he was a good guy. And as I'm trying to teach him, he would make this face, and I'm gonna try to do it on camera. And when he would make that face, you knew he wasn't paying any attention to you. And it was like he didn't like anything that if I told him that won't work because of this reason. You can't do that because it's not gonna, he had some good ideas though. And eventually the group decided to just get rid of him. The whole group just voted to get him out of here. He went and started his own group. And I kid you not, we would get calls from people for months. Oh, I had this group out and there's a demon in my house. Just to give you an example, we went to one of them. The lady lived about half a block from a train track. He told her it was a demon in her home because her cabinet doors would pop open. It was when the trains would go by. the vibrations would pop the cabinets open. And it just took us 30 minutes.
For those that can't see this, I'm smacking my head. Unbelievable. Yeah, trains. Well, that's like that case in West Virginia with who. She would celebrate. She lives right next to a freight line. I literally heard the train go by the one day. I was on video call with her and stuff. Okay, now I know trains. I work next to the railroad tracks. I go out photographing them with my wife and my kid. They shake the ground. You're talking about millions of pounds of steel, freight. A locomotive weighs 100,000 pounds.
Yeah.
Or more. Some of them got 4 or 5 locomotives on it. On the train. It's ridiculous. Everything. Well, that's like the story I told you that Bishop Long told me. He had a case where, he asked for, like he does on Facebook, anybody out near, New Jersey or whatever, have, you know, I have a case out there. Team responded. He asked them to go out there. They're so-called demonologists, quote unquote, said as soon as he walked in, oh, there's a demon here. It's going to kill your kids. Yeah,
They don't need to hear that crud.
exactly. And Jamie just rolled his eyes. Exactly. I mean, literally, he just walked in. I've been working the one case for over almost 2 months now, and the damn thing won't show itself. Won't even let us know it's there. Finally, a couple weeks ago, I was there and I was just dressed in regular clothes. Every time I've been there, I've been in clerics. Just dressed in regular clothes. I finally had an experience in that house. Now, I don't know if it was demonic or not, but I had an experience because I felt the cold wind rush past me. And my partner who was with me said she felt something standing behind her. And the client who's sensitive to this said, yes, there's something standing there behind her. And I just looked at it. Laughed, told to leave, and I guess it left. I guess it didn't recognize me without my clerics. I was just literally in just a t-shirt, a hat, and jeans. Demon, because they would have recognized me. But we're thinking that case has something to do with witchcraft because his ex-wife and her mother might be doing stuff. Because I have a pagan on my team, and he's sensing this stuff. He's been doing stuff and to monitor the house and all that through, whatever he does. So, but yeah, I mean, literally walked in, said there was a demon there to kill the kids. Now the family is freaking the hell out because they think there's a freaking demon in the house.
Yep.
Who the hell wants a demon? Nobody wants a demon. The word demon is thrown around way too lightly. I'm sorry.
Too much, yeah.
Oh, it's just it's ridiculous how thrown around it is. I mean, what can you blame people though? Look at YouTube. Look at Zach Baggins. Look at everything's a freaking demon nowadays.
Yep, all these famous people. Yep.
In fact,
exactly.
What the hell's that channel? The Foreman Brothers. Their channel. I just saw something the other day. I think it dropped today or something. I think it was Paranormal Nightmare TV. I think is their channel.
Yeah.
Let me see. I have to look it up. Here, this one. They call her Annabelle, the demon upstairs. Supposed to drop tonight at 8 o'clock, so in half an hour. They call her Annabelle, the demon upstairs. Okay, now, I have a doll. Let me see if I can find her. Here she is. I have a haunted doll that I removed from a case.
Mm-hmm.
Oddly enough,
I remember you sent me that.
Her name is Annabelle. If she ever shows up, come on. There she is. That's Annabelle. That's my Annabelle. Okay. She is homicidal.
Yeah, I remember you told me about that.
I did investigate her. It's on our web's YouTube. Yeah, I stopped it as soon as my son's name came across the Ovilus, and actually got an EVP that said my son's name. I did not keep it, so don't ask for it. But it's.
The only
I don't
thing, the
know
closest thing
why
I've had to a
people. I don't know
haunted
why people
doll.
do this.
Yeah, me neither. They want to get famous. It's about all it boils down to: fame and money.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to be famous for a haunted
there
doll.
ain't no money in this field. Trust me, we're all poor.
No, that goes back to like
Hell no.
years ago in Shreveport when I was running Shreveport Paranormal. There was a group that contacted me wanting to start. They were starting their own group, and they're like, "Why haven't we heard of you before?" I'm like, "We don't advertise. We have our at the time MySpace, and we had our website, and we'd been in the newspaper about twice. We don't advertise. Like, why not? I don't have any money to advertise.
Oh my
Spend some of the money you made. What money? That group shut down a week later because they realized there wasn't no money.
And some of the money you made.
Yeah, yeah. Some of the money I made. Yeah, what money? My wife said that as I said it. Yeah, what money? Yeah, we don't charge for our stuff ever.
Yeah. Where's your mansion, man? Where's your mansion?
Oh yeah,
Come on, you're supposed to be living like the
My-
prosperity preachers, like Kenneth Copeland and Jesse Duplantis.
yeah. Living
You
like
know?
my cousin
A
Jimmy.
40,000 square foot house.
I don't know how much what's that one comedian was talking about Jimmy Swagger.
Unbelievable.
He said I don't know how much that mansion cost, but that wall cost him about $5 million.
Yeah. Oh boy.
But yeah, man, like
Yeah, it's.
but then you have people wanting to do like what we do, and then they start the little Facebook page. And they start sharing pictures that they shouldn't be sharing, and then they shut down. What, 2 months later?
Yep, and I know who you're talking about too. He actually has ever done anything in spiritual warfare or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
There must be a delay or something. Come on, this internet is ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know if it's you or me. It's one of us.
Anybody having issues watching this? I mean, it's.
I think it's me. I think some of it's me though, because my
Everybody
internet speed,
wants
I've
to
been
be
testing it as we're
a
going.
demonologist or you know.
Doing 1 millibyte per
Yeah.
second.
I was gonna play of the internet from Bob Larson. You know, the real Exorcist, quote unquote. But I don't know. Let's see. Maybe I can get it to play. Hold on here. Hold on. Let me see if I can present. Share screen. Share is easiest with 2 monitors. Unfortunately, I ain't rich enough for that. I don't even have a desktop. I have a laptop. All right.
Right.
Let me know. Let me know when it comes on. Is it on?
It's spinning in circles. There we go.
Live. Tonight, ghost hunting is a doorway to demons. It's really popular.
I mean, he's not wrong.
But for decades, I've battled demons, forces of occultism and witchcraft. But what's happening now
He's done
is
deliverances.
this battle against evil spirits is more varied and it's more sophisticated than anything I've ever seen.
Because you keep talking about.
And tonight, we're hunting with so-called sexes.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting.
It's a ghost detector.
The ghost detector.
$20 Amazon.com. I'll show you how it works in a moment.
The
You can tell the
freaking
presence of ghosts. All the equipment in the office here. Will this find the ghost that's been stepping on your stairs, creaking down your hallway, opening doors that were closed, floating orbs here and there? You know, ghost hunting shows are really popular. They have been for a long time. The granddaddy of all is the show Ghost.
Folks, I know you've heard me talk about him before, and he's talking about the ghost hunting show, public exorcisms. I did a show, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago about that because somebody was inviting people to one of his exorcisms in Dallas.
I remember that
stuff.
Yeah.
You know, to witness demons at work. Why you would do that is beyond me. I mean, exorcism is supposed to be private, and excuse my French, but jackasses like this, are the problem because he's so arrogant that he doesn't really know what he's talking about. He's calling a K2 meter a ghost box. Wait, I have a flare camera. Is this a ghost box? Oh, I think it is. Let me turn it on. Hold on. Oh, look, I can see a ghost. By the way, my camera's really hot. It's 80 degrees.
Sorry about that. I lost internet for a second.
But I mean, like, oh, I didn't even notice.
I'm about to try to connect to a better Wi-Fi. Give me 1 second.
It's what he's talking about. He's holding up a K2, calling it a ghost box. Stupid internet. I'm gonna just keep going.
Okay,
a K2 will measure EMF readings. Okay, what the hell is going on?
Am I any better?
I think so. I still don't see you. You're still. I see me and Bob Larson here. There we go. Now you're off. Hold on here.
Yeah, I had I connected to a different internet. I connected to my mobile phone.
And by the way,
my house phone.
I think it's the weather. I'm going to continue playing this for a little bit. Okay. Let's see.
The people who did our reality series called The Real Exorcist also produced Ghost Hunters. To follow along with them to create this trifecta. He had 3 series, including ours. By the way, have you ever gone to Amazon Prime and watched our series through Amazon Prime? And we shot 16 episodes that aired worldwide. And I can't remember exactly how many Amazon Prime has up there, maybe a dozen or more of the episodes. You had to watch it. Very interesting footage that we television, but I digress. The show.
I seriously
are demons in the house, but not only was this a real, honest to goodness house, and you're going to see me show the place where a man bullet holes were in the wall, and how these demons got into this place. And then you're going to see me do an exorcism on the woman who owned the house.
He calls everything an exorcism.
So once you get ready, I want to show you a little trailer of a real haunted house. This is going to be exclusively on Exdunamis, an exclusive documentary.
Yeah, it's his new streaming channel.
Most people have
I've never seen his show on Amazon Prime, but I never looked for
that
it
in
either.
2023 the best way to
Commercial.
make money on
Commercial
Amazon.
break. It's actually on Tubi.
I like how creepy this is.
Oh, what type of noise?
I hear a lot of banging on walls.
Yeah, right. He really plays it out.
Something being pushed out of the wall, and
I
then
was just watching
back to the laundry room. The counter was all pulled out.
So stuff happens in here.
Oh yes.
Like what happens in here?
The fireplace. You can hear them banging down there. Like they're walking.
Fire.
We like to torture her. When she walks outside, we give a whistle. We are going to make her lose everything that she ever loved.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. No, you won't.
Yeah.
Nancy Riddle. Is that girl that's been contacting paranormal teams
Freaking
since about 2010?
It's causing the feed to screw up. Internet to run slow. Oh God!
But Nancy
I
Riddle,
apologize
hasn't
for
she
the
been contacting?
interruptions, everybody. I mean, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, I connected to my.
I know the
cell phone.
name.
Hopefully
I don't know. I don't know. Is she? I don't know.
I think she's been trying. I think that she's one of the ladies that called me years ago, but I don't remember. I know the name, Nancy Riddle. I know that name.
I can't own it. I've heard the name. I've heard the name before. I don't. I'll have to look her up. No. Oh, that's damn it. That's what that's what I'm gonna find. But since we're having so many issues, I'm not even gonna bother. There's another show I was watching. I'm not going to use the host, and they're like, "Oh, well, we don't believe in demons," but yet every description is like something that could be demonic.
Yeah.
Oh well, I had a case where a 14-year-old girl had a massive heart attack, but it was a ghost that caused it. Really? I didn't know ghosts can do that. And he's like, "Oh well, doors can slam shut, and doors are slamming shut, and things are moving all over the place." Not by a ghost.
Nope.
Ghosts don't have that kind of energy.
Nope.
I mean, how do you not believe in? Oh, that's the other thing too. Like all these brand new teams, and even just some of the old, some of the people that do this for go to the locations for fun and all that, don't believe in demons, but yet they'll have experiences, and they're like, "Oh, well, it's not a demon. It's demons don't exist." Well, if ghosts exist, demons exist. I'm sorry to say that, and stuff like that.
What gets me
the
is
Bible
this
does
one.
say that ghosts are demons, but the Bible was written 2,000 years ago.
Well, what gets me are the
There's a delay.
is the
again.
rise in the sorry about that. The atheist ghost hunters.
No, it's not you. The rise in what?
Atheist ghost hunters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess they're looking for something to believe in.
Right.
Well, watch, we're gonna see more of them being possessed.
Yeah, I asked my son that because he has
I
a
just
friend
don't-
who's an atheist, and he wanted to join our group. And I said, "He ain't joins him an atheist." He said, "Why?" I said, "Because he wants to do this, and he believes that ghosts exist."
What'd you say?
Oh, that's what I told him. He just kind of went, "Oh."
But yeah, people are so arrogantly, what's the word I'm looking for? Um, Dismissive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll use dismissive. So arrogantly dismissive that demons do exist. I mean, come on, you and I both know. You can ask anybody in our business. You know, there there's probably one or two sitting behind me, if not more.
Yeah,
Waiting for that invite. I've literally
I
had
believe
them
they're
walk
always
in my
around.
house.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I had video. I don't know where it went. I had video from our front porch camera of them walking in our house. And Tara calls me the next day. Goes, dude, what is up with your house? I'm like, what? I'm like, this is before I even saw the video. She goes, you had a bunch of demons in your house. I'm like, what? Right? And then my wife saw the video, sent it to me. I'm like, and I looked at it. I'm like, holy crap, what the hell? And this was the first case I came back with, the one that after my break, this came from the first case. I came back. So, that's how I got into this, is so I could make sure I'm protected and my family's protected and all that. And then just skyrocketed from there. But in fact, I was just watching a show when I got home. It was The Possession of Michael King.
How is
You ever
that?
see that show?
I've seen it. I haven't watched it. How is it?
It's very disturbing, and it shows I would put it up there with nefarious. He documents his journey, and I mean, I don't know if it's real. I haven't actually done any research into it, but he documents his journey and his what, and in the end, it makes sense. I don't know if you haven't seen it, I'm not going to spoil it, but in the end, it makes sense as to why he did what he did. But I mean, he kills his sister.
Mm-hmm.
Tries to kill his daughter. Kills the dog. I mean, it's you don't even know it. I mean, it's pretty disturbing, actually.
Yeah, I'm
It's pretty
reading about
disturbing.
it right now.
I might actually have to do a cleansing of my. Yeah, it's disturbing. I don't know if it's real or not. I don't know if it's based on a real case or not.
Not from what I'm reading here. It says that it's based. It's inspired by The Shining, because
Okay, that makes sense.
Jung, or however you pronounce the guy's name, really liked Jack Torrance's character in The Shining. He studied real life demonology
Okay,
and
that makes sense.
necromancy.
Yeah,
And he
there's
watched the movie
necromancy
The
in it
Last.
too.
And it says he spent time watching The Last Exorcism, which is a good movie.
Nice. Yeah, I've seen that one.
That
But
one
I
was
mean,
really
it
good.
does
The
it does
ending of
go
it sucked.
into, yeah. But as far as showing like the stages and stuff, it does show the stages, but they have to fit it into the timeline, the time
Yeah.
for a movie or whatever. So it's kind of accelerated, but it is a disturbing video. I mean, I wouldn't, if you can't stomach this kind of thing, not a movie for you.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
come on.
definitely gonna watch it. I'm definitely
I've
gonna
been
watch it
watching
'cause,
movies like that my entire life.
Me too.
Yeah,
I'm a huge fan of found footage, so I'm definitely gonna watch it.
yeah. Oh yeah. But I mean, people that don't believe and then they get their ass handed to them. I'm going to tell you, dude, it's not fun when you get your ass handed to you. I talk from experience. You know, but there's other guys like, oh yeah, there's teams that provoke and stuff like that. No, provoking is when you're saying prayers. You know, provoking is when you're saying prayers and stuff, and you're provoking the entity or whatever is there. You know, what most of these people do is piss it off. In fact, there's a couple groups I'm on Facebook that have I follow, and some of them, oh well, my daughter had a Ouija board and something pissed off, and she pissed something off now, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, I guess you won't do that again,
right?
You know,
that's like I had one a long time ago contact me, and I haven't had no contact with the father since. But he contacted me. His son played that. What was that game? It's called the something game. It's got a kid's name in it, but like you have to write the name down or something so many times. I forget what it's called. It's been so long ago, but that one
not Charlie, is it?
That's it. I haven't talked to them in a long time.
Yeah.
Because I asked them to...
The kids in the case I'm working... Yeah, the kids in the case I'm working were playing that. And their stepmother was just like, what are you doing? And stopped it. I've never heard of it until then. I still haven't actually looked it up. I have to actually look it up. I just haven't had time. I don't have time to do anything lately. I got freaking 5 or 6 cases going on right now. I can't keep track of them all.
Yeah, it involves like putting 2 pencils.
My team's like, what's going on Saturday? I don't know.
Yeah, it involves you take a pencil and you lay it down.
My team's like, what's going on Saturday? I don't know.
I'm paranormalist, it's licensed, ordained.
Licensed demonologist, and I know for a fact demons are real, infestation, oppression, possession are real. And I've seen one past possession, obsession. There's a huge difference in a haunting entity. Yes, there is. There really is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, I guarantee if they would have called, the case I'm working, they would have called a regular team, they wouldn't find anything. Yeah. Or they would, and because you guys see some of the pictures that they send. I would have downloaded them, but I don't know. Maybe I'll do a case study on it or something. Well, once I'm finished, once we're finished and we get it done. But who knows? It could take a year. It could take a year to finish. You know, we don't even know what's there. It won't come out. It literally will not come out. I plan on pissing it off. I told them I want to go back to the house without them there. Yeah, not all hauntings are demonic. Exactly. I'm gonna put that on a shirt. And I don't want them there because I'm just gonna go balls to the wall, pissing it off, and see if I can get it to manifest. Because I can't get it to manifest. I've read prayers. I've done everything I could think of to get this thing to manifest. It just won't show up. It just won't. It's hiding. It's a freaking coward. And I hope it's listening because I am calling it a coward.
Something just popped in my room.
Oops, sorry.
But yeah, the Charlie game.
Hang on, which do you want? You want the rosary, the St. Michael's Bible, Jesus?
Oh, I've got mine on. I've got mine tattooed around my neck too.
I don't go anywhere without this. Nice.
But yeah,
I got a rosary game. I keep a cheap rosary in my truck.
The Charlie game, they draw a circle, right? And then they write, they put a cross in the middle, and on one side it's yes, yes, and the other side is no, or no. It's yes, no, no, yes. And then they put a pencil straight across, then they lay a pencil on top, going basically like this. And then they ask a question, and supposedly they'll turn the pencil to yes or no. That's the Charlie game.
Oh, yes. Okay. Well, when the kids were playing it, the mother taught them this. Like their biological mother taught them this. How good of a mother are you when you're teaching your kids how to conjure up a freaking demon?
Yeah.
People, stop thinking Sage will rid an entity. False, but yes.
I know.
Can't tell you how many people. Oh my god.
That's
Shane,
another
Shane,
thing.
you've seen me post stuff like that on Facebook.
You know that guy from that we
Yes.
talked about a minute ago with the Warren Foundation. That's what he told her he was going to do if there was something in her home. He was going to come back and burn sage. I said, that's not going to work. And she goes, what do you mean? I said, that's not going to work. I have so much trouble getting people to understand that. It gives you a feeling of euphoria. When you burn it, it's kind of like a drug. It gives you a euphoria feeling. So you think it's working, but it's not. I've gotten into that so much.
I tell people to burn frankincense, myrrh.
Yep. Me too.
Oh, I get into that all the time on Facebook. I know Shane's seen it. Shane's seen it on Facebook because he's on a couple of the groups that I follow and stuff. But I tell people to burn frankincense, myrrh, and stuff like that. You know, make their house smell like a church. You know, if they feel they have a demon and stuff like that. Because I just listen. To be honest with you, okay, if you're possessed, you're not going to talk to a clergyman. You're not going to talk to somebody wearing a collar. It won't let you. It literally will not let you. You have to be 21 to buy alcohol, but 8 to conjure. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That is so true. That is so true. Well, it also falls back on the parents too, because the parents allow this shit to happen. Excuse my French. You know, and parents today just, they're non-existent. I yelled at my kid yesterday. He was standing in the middle of the road while I was working on my truck. I was underneath my truck. I looked up. I looked out towards the road. He's standing in the freaking road, and I yelled at him.
Another thing that I
didn't spank him or anything. God forbid.
Another thing that I get into it with people over are these people who get angel boards, and they say, "Oh, it's not a Ouija board; it's an angel board." It's like your demons are angels. You're not. You can't separate that one.
I like the ones. Oh, I talked to my angel. There's an angel that talks to me. Yeah, he's a fallen angel.
Yep.
That's not an angel. Oh no, it's an angel. It's an angel. There's no demon.
I'm trying to find this picture I saw a long time ago. I've been sitting there searching for it, where it's a pink Ouija board. And it said something about when you want to conjure the cute demons.
I had a case where there was one. I had a case where there was one. This
pink Ouija.
lady contacted us, thought she had a demon in her house. Okay, and so we went there and we couldn't get any. I didn't feel nothing, but my more sensitive members felt something there, but it was more of like a loving presence. They said, like it was her mother, and but the daughter, I think her stepdaughter, had a pink Ouija board, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. First thing I did, we pulled it out, we ripped everything out of it. Had all kinds of, I don't know where, I forget where I put them. But guarantee I had to sneak it out of the house. But yes, I have seen the pink Ouija board.
Yeah.
Make it in the 90s. Facts. Angel board. Yeah, right. Oh God, kids today, forget it.
Yeah.
Kids today forget it would not have lasted. Demon in our home. I'm gonna watch that tonight. I'm gonna watch that tonight, and I'll report on that tomorrow. My wife must be home. My internet's going nuts. Either that, or we're talking too much about demons.
Probably.
Satan is trying to get us to knock it off. Shut up, Satan. Shut up, Satan. Get out of here. Nobody wants you here. You are not welcome. You are not welcome on earth. Yep, the wife's home.
Daddy.
That is my
I
son,
hear him.
everybody. Stinker, what are you doing? Yeah, he's over here. There he is.
Hi.
But yeah, there's just too many. There's too many new. Say hi. There's too many. There's too many newbies in the field. And there's the wife. With a
I
box.
love you. Turn around and take this.
Really?
Have fun.
Unbelievable.
Don't start with me. Get out.
Get out.
Hang on, Satan.
Okay.
Yeah, mommy's birthday cake.
I know. I saw. Well, we'll eat it when I'm done. It was my wife's birthday on Monday.
Oh,
We battle him, and he doesn't appreciate people like. No, he does not. He does not. He hates me. He can't stand me. I laugh right in his face. I call him names. I call Lucifer.
But like I told you, I had
God,
a
they hate
guy,
that.
a deliverance case I did once, and the guy was, he just was staring at me and shaking and sweating. And he kept trying to get past me. And when I finally got him, down, like out of him and everything, and he was like, I couldn't even look at you. I was ashamed. I just was so ashamed. It was like, yep.
Yeah, no. They hate it when you mock them. Oh, God, do they hate it. I had Lucifer try to attack me. During Tyler's session, and in fact, Tyler, we started at the front of the church we were in. By the time we were done, we were almost out the door.
Wow.
The sanctuary. He tried running. He literally tried running. And I'm like, where are you going? You're supposed to be all big and bad. What the hell?
Yep, they're terrified of him.
Yeah, exactly. They hear me coming and they see me coming and run the other way, man. Oh yeah. They don't want to know us. Like I said, if you're legitimately possessed, you're not gonna want to talk to people like us. They won't let you. In fact, they don't even want you calling us. Hey, from Manchester, England. What's happening?
Hey.
How's everything over there in Manchester? They got across the pond.
Yeah.
Man, it amazes me, like the arrogance out there nowadays. I mean, when I first started in this, you could ask anybody for help,
Mm-hmm.
or their opinion and stuff like that, and it's Lucifer was stripped.
True.
It's coming, raining. Yeah, we're supposed to get rain here too, Virgil. Lucifer was stripped from him, and Satan's deceiver of all is the appropriate name for his deceptive character. I just call him Lucy. He hates that. Just call him Lucy.
I remember you told me about that.
Yeah, it's raining. It's going to be raining in Jersey tonight. I think that's why we're having so many internet problems tonight. I'm actually surprised we're still going. I figured by now we'd be like, screw it, we're done.
Yeah, that's why I switched over to my phone's internet.
Yeah, but
I was,
it's amazing. I mean, for the most part, it's not doing terrible. I mean, it's going. I hate Lucy. Yeah, me too. So does Tyler. Tyler hates him too. Tyler hates Lucy as well. But it's it amazes me that so many people can I'm going to be an paranormal investigator, but yet they don't know the first thing about investigating. And then
They don't want to learn.
there's
from
teams
somebody
out
like
there
us.
that they talk about their cases. They don't want to learn, or they think they know it all. The guy I was talking about before supposedly been doing it for 25 years. And he's never seen a demon. Well, you're having experiences that could lead up to that. And no, I'm not saying everything is a demon, because everything is not a demon. But when you look at something as things getting thrown, a door slamming or flinging wide open, or a chair flying across the room and stuff, that ain't a ghost. That is not a ghost. I'm sorry, that's not a ghost. A ghost may like push it a little bit, like that. And I just moved my mic a little bit to show that. But we call that YouTube education. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I call that the paranormal files education. I call that paranormal nightmare TV education. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And yes, I may be making fun of them, but I'm sorry, you have to, because you got literally people following you in your footsteps, and you're doing it wrong. This SOSM at the end of our names, this was given to us.
Yeah.
This was appointed to us. This wasn't, just something we signed up for. I mean, it's. I don't know. Let's see what Virgil says. Maybe. It's virtually impossible to get a leg over in this godforsaken town. More chance of getting hit by lightning. I agree with Shark. Yeah. Yeah, I know.
I agree.
That's why I don't do. That's why I don't. Very rarely will I kill this. Yeah, we are called. Yep. Definitely. I mean, it's ridiculous. Of course, my wife comes home and now the internet.
I hear her calling you.
My son's on the internet right now with his tablet, so that's why it's being. Yeah, I don't know. It just amazes me. People, like in Gettysburg. Remember when I was talking about on your podcast about there being, demons out there and stuff?
Yep.
There are. I don't care who the hell you are. They're out there. You got to look at all that happened out there in those 3 days, plus days after the battle and stuff like that. I mean, that's just a demon's heaven right there. All them dead, rotting bodies. That's what they want. But I've literally had a partial possession at the orphanage in Gettysburg.
Yep.
That I don't remember. The only thing I remember from that is getting lost upstairs trying to get out. Or apparently, what everybody said. I got lost. I came to upstairs. That's all I remember. And I was in a smoky fire. That's all I remember. But they're out there. They're out. You know what? Maybe I ought to do a documentary or something, or videos out there. Looking for demons. Maybe I could put it on YouTube and I'll title it "Demons of Gettysburg" or "Gettysburg Demons." I can't
Yeah,
wait.
that would be a
I
good
can't
one.
wait till they get this. There's no demons out there. There's no demons out there. You don't know what you're talking about.
I bought a pack.
I bought a pack of 3 condoms last year, still unopened. Yep. Oh, that's great. I'm sorry, but demons are everywhere. It's just a matter of how they're out there, especially if you conjure them. Oh God.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know. We dealt with a case up in Canada where the girl thought she was possessed and stuff like that. And this goes back to knowing what you're doing. She contacted the archdiocese. We don't want to deal with that crap. But she contacted the church. The church went out there, did 2 deliverance sessions and 2 exorcisms on her. No investigations. Now, I don't know what church it was. Well, I kind of have an idea, but I don't know what church it was or what, but they just did exorcism and she was feeling like crap. The effects of it were, I saw it. We did a virtual interview with her and she just looked like crap. And she was on medication. She was sleeping all the time. And, it actually presented as a possession case. So later on, we talked to her a week or two later, maybe 3 weeks later, while we were working with another investigator. We were working with another investigator. We were actually helping the team from the order that's up there. We were actually helping them because they didn't have the resources we did. So it was actually their case, but we were assisting and all that. Yes, Paraunity. That's Paraunity, everybody.
Yes.
And through just talking to her, we were able to find out that she's sensitive to spirit, and she just didn't know how to control it. She didn't know how to shut it down or wield it or anything like that. She just didn't know how. So we gave her some advice on what to do and all that. And we told her that if you ever need help, we're here. Contact us. You got her contact information or contact, the investigator. I'm not going to say her name. And, she'll get in touch with us and stuff like that, So stuff like that, if I can fix a case without an exorcism or anything, doing anything like that, it's when I really got to work is when I don't. Shane says, I have a client right now who thinks her case is demonic, but she's had a generational haunting for 60 years. A demon would never give you 60 years, especially without oppression and possession. Yeah. I mean, I recently figured out I had a generational issue. I still do. I still have yet to take care of it, but my great uncle shot himself playing Russian roulette during World War II. And I don't know why I didn't think about this earlier, but it just going out to Gettysburg, I'm like, it just popped in my head. I was like, I don't know. I didn't know what happened. Virgil says I met a bird in a sleazy hotel room. Yeah, got nothing. Boy, could she run for it all. Yeah, I tried to have sex with the old lady ghost in Gettysburg years ago. We got good evidence out of that, though. He also says had it away. Isn't that most women? They run away with their wallets. I'm kidding. I don't want any emails, saying remember the word is a trigger. Oh yeah. I wasn't even, no, I was just driving. And I was just thinking about stuff that happened, my mom's side of the family a lot. Half my mom's side of the family is gone. Drugs, drinking, accidents, stuff like that. Um, so, it's just something I was thinking about for some odd reason. I don't know why. And I realized, oh crap, I got a generational thing going on. So I'll take care of it though. I'll put it to bed. But
Yeah.
again, I know how to because I studied. I studied it.
Exactly.
I did the work. Still doing the work because you never stop learning in our business.
No, you don't.
You can
Always
ask
changing.
Bishop Ron. He says the same. Yeah, he says the same thing. You never stop learning. And he's been an exorcist for 40 something years, 50 years, something like that. I forgave her because forgiveness is a big thing. I mean, there it's hard to forgive your enemies, but I mean, I ran into somebody in Gettysburg. Sometimes we have to quit looking at the fruit and start examining the root. Yeah. Yep. Exactly. Exactly. I ran into somebody that stabbed us in the back with the whole Gettysburg thing, 4 or 5 years ago. And I didn't feel like dealing with it. And I was in the store and I walked out. She tried to talk to me and I just kind of ignored her and kept going. And then she really, hey, hi, Dan. And I'm like, I looked at her and I said hi and walked away. And walked away. Make that a shirt. Yeah, you should. But do I hate her? No, I just didn't feel like dealing with the crap. I do I trust her? No, I don't. I'm sure she's gone to them and said I was around and stuff. Because they're trying to oppress me, like that wording, right? Oppress me, yeah. Um, into staying out of the paranormal, and but ain't gonna work. But like I said, do I hate them? Nah, I hate what they do. And unfortunately, they're thieves, and but when it comes to my family, though, it was just something I didn't even think about until recently. I was just like, okay,
Yeah, we don't usually do it.
I guess I'll have to take care of this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just have to take care of it. That's all. But it is what it is.
You ordered that
I shall
one
take
book
care
I
of it.
sent you, right?
But let's see. Yeah, it's supposed to be here. Actually, it should be here soon. Yeah, let me look. Let me
Yeah, I'm
look.
kind of mad at eBay right now. I ordered a
eBay.
set pair of sunglasses off there, and the lady said she's not gonna be able to ship it off for a month. I was like,
At that point, you know what? Just give me my money back. Where is it?
Well, no, I'm not gonna find them at cheap anywhere else. I'm having to
I
wait.
mean, they changed it. Where's mine? Oh, they're somewhere around here. I stole a pair of safety sunglasses from work. I'm supposed to wear safety glasses at work, so I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm wearing these to work. My eBay. There it is. Track package. It's still in transit, it says. Oh, it's in New Jersey. Estimated
Be here
delivery
probably
Monday the
tomorrow.
25th.
Yep.
That'd be nice. That would be nice.
That's a really good one. I enjoyed it.
All right. Here, we got some. She nicked my keys, stole my car, robbed my house, but she had inner beauty. Maybe she was possessed. You know, I mean, I believe evil works just like, God does in mysterious ways. They hide, evil hides and all that. I'd love to be a part of a larger organization because I am licensed and ordained since 2016. I would love to join the Brotherhood. Didn't you join the order, Shane? I know you asked me about it. Um, did you ever hear back from Bishop Ron about that? He sent me a message. He wanted to join us, but they live in South Carolina, and a little hard to come all the way up here every other weekend. But I mean, we could use more members in the order. I mean, we need
For sure.
as many members as we can. Investigators, clergy, exorcists. You know, and to do that, you can go. Hang on here. Hang on. Nope, wrong page. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Lost it. There it is. Found it. Go to www.orderofexorcists.com and send the bishop an email, and he will get back to you. It may take a little bit. You may have to send him one or two emails, but he's a very busy guy. I mean, we get cases all the time, and the last case we got was what? The other day, wasn't it? Like Wednesday?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like Wednesday. I looked at that case. Did you see where that case was?
No, it was in Pennsylvania, wasn't it?
The case was in the Philippines.
Oh, yeah, that one. Yeah, I've seen that one.
I want to, and no, I haven't. Yeah, I was like, yep, I'm not doing that one. That was a little too far. If I gotta swim, sorry. I don't swim anymore. I'm not as young as I used to be. I want to, and no, I haven't, but I really want to do it, man. It'll keep you busy. Come on, hot. It's not letting me bring up the comment for some reason. There it is. Stupid. And whew, ouch. I'm telling you, man, I think I don't know what actually possessed. Isn't it like 25% of people in mental institutions or something like that?
Something like that.
Are actually possessed? Because yeah. Which is wrong. I mean, I don't get why the mental health field doesn't actually recognize this. I mean, come on, there's got to be a reason for everything.
There are some
At least
that
in my
do.
mind.
It's just very hard to find.
Yeah.
It's very hard to come across them.
I don't know.
I actually was told
You just said
by Lloyd Auerbach told me there's a certain field of psychology that still observes it. It's just hard to find someone who's in that particular field.
Well, I know the big name Richard Gallagher. He's he works with the Catholic Church. I think he's out of New York City or Manhattan or one of the. He's actually been on a few YouTube shows and stuff. Yeah,
I still want to get a hold of that one guy you were telling me about.
I do want to get. I bought the DSM-5.
What's that guy's name? I want to get a hold of that one guy you were telling me about.
Okay. And then, a lot of interruptions in this.
Yeah.
Show. Yeah. It should. All right. Hey, you're back. What were you saying?
Oh, I want to get a hold of that one guy you were telling me about. They made that movie about him. He used to be a cop.
Oh, Ralph Sarchi.
Yeah, I want to get a hold of him because I want to have him on my show.
Yeah, actually, there's another guy out there too, Chris DeFlorio,
Mm-hmm.
demonologist. He's been in the news a lot in New York. He's a retired paramedic, NYPD cop, turned demonologist and stuff. And I talk to him every once in a while, but I'm actually going to see if I can get him on. His story's pretty interesting. He I mean, as you know, being a cop and paramedic and stuff like that, we're exposed to this stuff,
Yeah.
and a lot of times you don't realize it. I mean, how many times have you tried to arrest somebody and they got some kind of weird markings on them, or or somebody's talking in babble, or looks like they're presenting as a stroke, but they're really talking in some other language or something like that.
Yeah. One guy I had, my first experience in the jail, they had this guy they brought in. They claimed he was mental. But he was in his cell screaming and yelling at things to get back and get away from him. And he was like standing in the middle of his cell, just throwing punches and like running around and just in his cell, he was trying to stay away from somebody. And they sent him to a mental hospital. I often wondered about him.
That's what you do. That's what you do with the unknown, right?
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. I had a lady one time. We got called for an EDP, and for those that don't know, emotionally disturbed person, and she was saying she was hearing Jesus. Jesus was talking to her. So they put her up in the psych room for 72 hours, I think it was back then. 36, 72 hours, something like that. And all that. But I was in one of those moods. And this was before I did anything like this. This was way before, this is back when I was still a dick. Or I should say a bigger dick. But I was driving, and my partner was in the back, and my partner happened to be the chief of the rescue squad at the time. And I just had this, I was messing with her. I thought it was funny. And I was just like, yeah, Jesus, I'm Jesus. And she would go, did you hear that? He's talking to me. He's talking to me. I'm like, oh my God. I couldn't stop laughing. My partner comes up between the doors to the that separate the front of the ambulance and the back of the ambulance. He goes, will you shut the hell up? And stuff. But yeah, it was. Yeah, I regret doing that now, but it was still an interesting memory. Still is an interesting memory. Virgil, she beats her cellmate to death with a broken chair leg. She goes to Old Sparky next week. She has ordered fried chicken with fries and cherry pie for her final meal. Interesting. Why are they putting her to death in a mental institution?
Mm-hmm.
I don't get that.
Yeah, Ralph Sarchi. Like I watched that movie about him. I don't know a lot about his background.
People
Either I'm frozen or you're frozen or something.
We're gonna. I think this is where we're gonna end it here. But let me just talk real quick about November 3rd, 4th, and don't invite anything in. Don't invite anything to talk to you. That kind of thing. Yeah, there it is. My wife took that picture.
I really like that new picture, bro.
But I just, you can see here, and then the purple photo is actually a ghost with a go to the website at the Marquis de Lafayette Hotel website. Use code GHOST to book your room. Book now because the rooms are filling up fast. Okay, so we will be there all weekend. I can't wait. It's gonna be fun. So
I wish I could go.
Right now. So I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna call it. We'll see you next week. I'm not sure what we're gonna do next week. We may just have, if Jamie's not working, well, maybe we'll have. So for that,
we'll see what happens.
We'll see you guys next week.
Maybe if I am, maybe the internet will be better for both of us.
Yeah, we should. Maybe not. I don't know. I hope so. Wow, I got a deliverance session at 9:00 on Saturday morning, so I might just play a rerun. You too, Shane. God bless.
Yep, God bless you.
Yeah. So, Jamie, hang out for a minute, and we're gonna end the stream. So, everybody, good night. God bless. We'll see you. If we don't see you next week, we'll see you the week after. And stay safe and don't do anything stupid that we're gonna talk about on the show. Okay. So, goodbye.